Hello and welcome to the Michigan Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us today. We're really excited you're here to learn about some great schools. I do have a few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and your microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions that are happening. We hope you've enjoyed the earlier sessions for Michigan students, and we still have more this evening. We hope you'll sign up for more. This presentation is being recorded, as are all of the presentations. They will be available within about a week's time at the same website where you registered, strivescan.com/Michigan. All right, well, I'm excited to kick it off and start with our very first school for today. I'm going to be turning it over to Indiana University Bloomington.
Hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Marnie Blair, and I am thrilled to join you today. I am the Michigan rep. I am your person, and I'm so excited to talk about Indiana University Bloomington. For those that don't know, we are about an hour south of Indianapolis, and we are a big university, over 30,000 undergraduate students from all over the country, all over the world. And we have that great blend and cultural diversity, academic diversity, social and cultural opportunities as you're exploring. Now, speaking of academic opportunities, we do have 12 undergraduate schools, and you'll see here anything and everything you can think of. So just to highlight a few, you may know us from our Kelley School of Business, one of the top business programs, your traditional finance, accounting, marketing, and management programs. We have one of the top entrepreneur programs as well. So if you are interested in business, I encourage you to check out Kelley. We have our liberal arts school, our College of Arts and Sciences. That is going to be our largest school. So that is everything from African American and diaspora studies to theater and drama and all the ologies in between. Our Luddy School of Informatics, Computing, and Engineering. Informatics is a really unique program combining computer science with real world opportunities. So you know not only the technology, but you also know applicable opportunities. And we have our Intelligent Systems Engineering program. How it's been explained to me is you won't be building the bridges, you'll be building the sensors to make the bridges work. So more nanoscale technology. But you can see here, so many different opportunities and so many different choices. And we have over 200 programs, 200 majors. And it's very common to mix and match. And if you don't know, and I have a feeling my colleagues are going to say the same, it's okay. Exploring your opportunities freshman year is certainly an opportunity. So if you want to take a music student or a music class in one of the top music schools in the program, you can certainly do that. Their School of Public Health has an epidemiology program, which is very in these days. So you have an opportunity to explore over 4,000 classes. Now, it's college, so we want you to have a great opportunity, a great time exploring cultural and social opportunities. Our student-led organizations, everything and anything you can think of, volunteer, faith, music, dance, you name it, we have it, and you can create your own club as well. We also have phenomenal cultural and diverse cultural arts programs from our African American Arts Institute, IU Soul Review, and our Jacob School of Music has over 1,100 performances every year. Lots and lots of opportunities. Our IU Auditorium brings in shows and acts and musicians every year. Now, we want you to take the experiences that you have learned in the classroom and focus on the opportunities as you are exploring. And our experiential opportunities, there are tons of opportunities like the Center for Excellence for Women in Technology. There is research. There are over 200 research opportunities and centers and over 4,200 internship opportunities for credit. So getting your foot in the door, we want to provide that as well. Really quickly, all of this information is online for juniors and sophomores or anyone on the call. There are 3 ways to apply: our own homegrown Apply IU application, and then the external platforms of Common and Coalition applications. And as you can see, just choose one. Now, we want you to send in your academic record and your IU essay, focusing on what you want to do, while you're at IU, or maybe your career interests, or maybe something that affected your grades. So that essay is really key to filling in the blanks. We want your high school transcript. Certainly, please make sure you're working with your counselor to meet their deadlines, to meet our deadlines. And while you can submit SAT or ACT scores, and we do super score, we are test optional. So we know that there is more than just one factor. It is a holistic approach. If there's one thing I want you to know and remember is November 1. That's our early action, but non-binding date that is maximum consideration for admission and a plethora of scholarship consideration opportunities. So November 1, your senior year is key. Now, what we're looking at is an overall academic profile from what you've taken throughout your tenure in high school. Have you challenged yourself? Are you taking honors and AP courses, maybe dual credit? Now, that does not mean that you have to. We are looking at the breadth and depth of the courses you're taking. We're looking at your GPA, and if you have an unweighted or weighted, we'll take whatever is higher. As I mentioned, we are test optional, and we will continue to consider that in the future, and we'll look at your IU essay. Just a really quick idea, and please don't let this freak you out. This is middle 50%, right? Above and below, that's what we're looking at. And I encourage you to not only reach out to me as you are navigating these college waters. If you have questions, you have concerns, you have anything, like I said, I am your person. I'm the Michigan rep. So I'll throw this in the chat, and my time is up, and I look forward to connecting to you. Back to you, Jennifer.
Thank you so much, Marty, for presenting on IU Bloomington. All right, our next school today is going to be Seton Hall University.
Hi, all. My name is Rachel Dortch. I am the Assistant Director of Admissions at Seton Hall. Just a little bit about me and my job. I am here to help you guys out with the admissions process, whether it is reading your application, choosing a major, financial aid. Just think of me as kind of like your bridge to Seton Hall. So, trying to get this started. Okay, so we are located in South Orange, New Jersey. To give you an idea, we're about 30 minutes from Manhattan in New York City, Times Square. Think of all those nice things, bright lights, but we're located in New Jersey. Where we're located at is in a suburban residential area. Everything that students need is very, very close, whether it's the movie theaters, grocery stores, restaurants, public transportation. Everything you need is within walking distance of the school. We are located 20 minutes away from a national airport. I'm a Jersey girl. I love New Jersey. And where we're located at in New Jersey is we're about an hour away from anything you want, whether it's to visit Philadelphia, upstate New York, go to the beach, go hiking in the mountains. We have a lot of things to keep students entertained. So we have an average class size of 21, which is typically like a high school class size, and a student to faculty ratio of 14:1. Those large lecture halls you might see at bigger institutions or maybe even on TV. You're really not going to see that on our campus. We really take pride in the fact that our students have the opportunity to build close relationships with the staff and faculty that we have. We are a campus of about 6,000 students, so it's large enough for you to know people's faces, but you won't know everyone's name walking around campus. I'll tell you my second favorite thing about the school is how diverse we are. And we're diverse in a lot of different ways, whether it's racially, socioeconomically, where students are coming from in the country. I like to tell students you have a good opportunity to meet people that are different from you, as well as the opportunity to meet people that come from the same background and have the same interests as you as well. We have a ton of programs at Seton Hall. We have 90+ programs, anything you can think of we have. At Seton Hall, we have a lot of dual degree programs. So let's take health and sciences, for example. Anyone who's interested in athletic training, occupational therapy, PT, physician's assistant, we have 3+3 programs for those students. What that means is that first number is going to be how many years you spend working on your undergraduate degree. That second second number is going to be how many years you spend working on your professional degree. We also have dual law degree programs for anyone who's interested in law as well. We have a School of Diplomacy, which is really interesting. We created that curriculum with the United Nations, so anyone who might want to be a future ambassador or interested in international relations, we have that for you as well. We also have a College of Nursing, which is direct admit, and we have a School of Business that has a 98% employment rate. An overarching theme for all of our academic programs is this internship component. Is what we're most known for academically at Seton Hall. We are ranked number 5 in the nation for providing internship opportunities for our students. We really don't want you guys to be in the classroom. We want you to go out, learn, explore, figure out what you like and what you don't like, and really develop that professional network while you're at Seton Hall, as opposed to waiting until after you graduate. We have an employment rate of 92%, and 98% of our internship providers say they would hire our graduates if they had an opening. Where we're located is really unique, whether we have that close tie to Manhattan in New York City, or just where we're located at in New Jersey. There's a lot of companies and internship opportunities available to our students. That little graphic that you're looking at is a very small fraction of where we have had students intern and later land jobs after graduation. Now, I told you my second favorite thing about the school, but my absolute favorite thing about the school are our students. I love our students. What I really like about them is that they have a good balance between working hard and playing hard. So our students definitely understand they are there to get a good education, but they're also there to have the college experience. They're there to have fun and meet new people. So our students are heavily involved in our campus, whether it's participating in any of the dances or carnivals we have on campus, or participating in any of our student organizations we have. So let's talk about money. 98% of our students are on some type of Seton Hall aid. That is not counting FAFSA money you might get from the government. That's just counting Seton Hall money that we provide our students. So we provide over $100 million in grants and scholarship each year. We have something called the University Scholarship, which is our merit-based award, which is automatically applied to acceptance students' accounts. On top of that, we also have special scholarships that students can apply to in addition to our merit-based award. Now, some dates for you. We have 2 early action dates, November 15th and December 15th, and 2 regular decision dates, February 1st and March 1st. Now, things you need to submit is 1, an application. It could be either the Seton Hall app or the Common App. There's no difference between the two. You will need a fee, and I will also put all that information into the chat. I'll also put my contact information into the chat as well. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Rachel, for presenting on Seton Hall today. Before we start our next school, I just want to remind all of our attendees that we do have that Q&A. You can ask a question to a specific school or schools by including their name with your question, or you can leave something for all of our representatives to answer about their programs. It could be about academics, activities, admissions, financial aid questions. So definitely please consider putting a question in that Q&A. All right, well, I'm happy to hand over our floor right now. We'll be hearing from Binghamton University, the State University of New York.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I'm just going to get my video going here, my share screen. This is always fun. Okay. Okay, so again, welcome everyone. My name is Stephanie Swim. I am an admissions counselor at Binghamton University. I am also an alum, so I went to Binghamton both for undergrad and grad school. So I kind of have both a perspective as a staff member as well as a student. So I like to think I'm very versed on what's going on here. So Binghamton is one of 64 public schools in New York. So we are part of the largest public university system in the country. We are #1 academically, so we are the most selective of those 64. So we've been dubbed kind of the premier public, the public Ivy of the Northeast, #1 in research. So there's a lot of different accolades that we've been given, and that's really because of our graduation rate, our retention rate, our placement rate, the caliber of our faculty, the resources on campus, and kind of all of the above that we're going to talk about today. So just some quick stats for everyone. Binghamton is kind of a mid-sized public school in regards to the other public schools in New York. So we have about 14,000 undergraduate students. About only 7,000 of those students live on campus. So it really does kind of still have that small liberal arts college feel once you're here. It's a beautiful campus. It's easy to navigate, and it's certainly very safe. So our students love our campus, and it does kind of have a smaller feel than regarding our entire population. We always like to focus on our retention. We have one of the highest retention rates I've seen for a public university. It's at 92%. And you can note our transfer retention rate is 88%. So really what this means is students that come to Binghamton end up staying at Binghamton. It's a really nice place to land for 4 years, and it ends up working out. So we always like to boast that. So Binghamton is comprised of, obviously we're one university. I keep checking my time because I always go over. We're comprised of one university, but we have 6 interschools. We have our Harper College of Arts and Sciences, which is our largest school. It's about 80% of our student population. We're known most notably for our psychology program, which is a more of a clinical program, as well as our pre-health programs, all the programs under pre-health, pre-med, pre-vet, pre-dental, pre-therapy, free pharmacy, as well as pre-law. And we're also #1 in sustainability research in the country. So we're really known for that as well. So lots of range there in Harper. We have our College of Community and Public Affairs, which is for students interested in 2 programs, social work and human development. We also have our Decker College of Nursing and Health Sciences. This is a direct entry program, which is really great. There's no additional application process once you're admitted. Definitely one of the most competitive in the country, very notable in the Northeast. And the placement out of Decker is 100%. We have our School of Management, we call it SOM. This is for our business students and our accounting students, so business administration and accounting. Very highly recruited. We are the #1 recruited school in the Northeast for students pursuing accounting. We have recruiters on campus all the time. Many students sign on the dotted line their junior year if they're in SOM, so it is very competitive. We also have our Watson School of Engineering, which houses 5 different engineering programs, as well as computer science, some great resources on campus for that. And then we have our pharmacy school it's strictly a PharmD program, and that's often pursued by students pursuing pre-pharmacy at Binghamton. Very popular program. There's some new facilities on campus dedicated to our pharmacy program. And we have some nice expedited programs through that too. So you can spend less time trying to get your PharmD. Moving on, we're known for our research. We are an R1 Research Institute. We have our FRI program so these are all invitation only programs. FRI is one of 4 in the country, the only one offered in the Northeast. This is for students pursuing STEM. So it's a really great opportunity for those students to get immersed in our research culture, meet some wonderful faculty members that all are active in their research. And it's a huge honor to be invited. Our source project is similar to FRI, but it's for our students interested in the humanities and the social sciences. We also have our PWC program. This is for our business students in SOM. This is an experiential program. You get to go to different speaker series and workshops in major metropolitan areas. There's a 10-day international trip, so you get to meet global business leaders. So it's a huge honor. And then we have our scholars program. What we like to call the Binghamton Impact is a culmination of kind of these 4 supplemental experiences outside the classroom. We have research, internships, service learning, and education abroad. I mentioned our research. Research is just kind of part of the regularly scheduled program at Binghamton. We are an R1 Research Institute. All of our faculty are PhDs and active in their field. Internships, we're highly recruited. Not only for our business students, for our nursing students, many of our professional programs, it is 100% placement, and much of this is owed to our recruiting efforts. We do have the largest education abroad system in the country. We offer over 1,000 programs, so many students come to Binghamton to pursue that global global component of higher ed, and we're really proud of that. Trying to be quick here. So in terms of cost, we always boast that we give students that Ivy experience at a public school price. And, there were many students, they're paying $70,000, $80,000 for these Ivy League schools. Binghamton can be a quarter of that specifically for in-state students. More than half of our students graduate with little to no debt. And, it's something we offer a lot of merit scholarships for out-of-state students. So we really try to encourage and keep that debt low, especially when your 4-year degree is not your terminal degree. So this is my information. Reach out to me. I am the Michigan rep. I'd be more than happy to help with you. Please visit our visit page to schedule appointments and watch some pre-recorded virtual sessions. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you so much, Steph, for sharing Binghamton with us tonight. All right, we're next going to be hearing from Grace College.
All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Before I dive in and tell you a little bit more about Grace College, I just want to share a little bit about myself so you can get to know me as well. So my name is Kendra Koiker. I am one of the admissions staff here at Grace. I graduated from Grace in December of 2018 with a double major in marketing and event management. So right here in our business department. And I love helping students get connected and transition through the high school to college process. So after today, if you have any questions, I'll put my information in the chat and feel free to reach out and get connected. I'd love to help. But Grace is located in Winona Lake, Indiana. For those who don't know where that is, it's about 2.5 hours north of Indianapolis. We're located right next to Winona Lake. It's about a 5-minute walk from campus. It is a beautiful place to go to school. We have a lot of different upcoming new and exciting changes happening on our campus. So we're adding 2 dorms here within the last 4 years. We've added those. We are having a newly renovated science complex, and starting this summer, we're completely redesigning our dining hall facilities. So Grace is experiencing a lot of amazing growth and continues to explore new and exciting opportunities for our students in the future as well. We have about 1,300 undergrad students that are highly academic, as well as we do have some dedicated faculty and staff as well. We have about 96% career placement after our students graduate. And our mission is to prepare our students for lifelong careers of service, no matter what your field of study is. Our faith is integrated into all of our classes, and it'll be an integral part of your education here at Grace. Grace has a big emphasis on a biblical worldview and teaches our students to own their faith and recognize that the scripture is the inherent word of God. So some fast facts about us is we do allow students to have cars on campus. So for starting your freshman year, you can have a car, which is really a nice perk for students. We have over 10 residence halls that students can experience and do dorm life in. We also do have a 23-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So Grace is committed to offering a more intimate learning style, and where professors do get to know you through the program that you're going through and get to know your learning style so they can really hone in and help you learn best in our learning environments. We also have a flat textbook rental fee. So for $250 a year, we give all of our students their textbooks for the year, which is awesome. It saves students a couple $1,000s each year. We also have over 90 different majors and minors we offer our students. So speaking a little bit on academics, we have majors in business, education, arts and sciences, nursing, engineering, and a lot of other ones available on our campus. Like I said, we have a 23-to-1 student faculty ratio, so you have the opportunity to learn in that personalized environment. I can attest to this personally. Professors do get to know you outside of the classroom as well as inside the classroom, and they are willing to assist you in your learning environment. They have open office hours and are really dedicated to our students' living opportunities. Professors and faculty, do care about your success personally, but also faith as well. My favorite thing about Grace is our campus life. So speaking from student experience, that Christian community on campus was my favorite thing. Being located in Winona Lake, we are genuinely a few-minute walk away from the lake, and we have different shops and restaurants down in our village, which students do have the opportunity to take part of. Part of their meal plan is to be able to use some of their flex money down at those participating stores and restaurants. So it is a cool place to go to school. We have walking, biking, and hiking trails throughout our community that connects to campus down to the lake in the surrounding area. And if they aren't connected to campus, they're only a couple-minute walk away from campus. A big part of our community as well is our chapel. So that is required for students. It is 3 times a week, but it's an awesome time for all of the student body to get together to worship, learn, and grow with one another as classmates and hallmates and just professors as well on campus. We have a lot of different campus events, including intramurals. We have serve events as well that can serve our local communities, study breaks, pop-up events, and those are just some of the ways students can get engaged and involved on our campus. So from chapel to growth groups to student involvement, our faith is pretty integrated into all that we do. Grace students also have the opportunity to travel the world through our Go Encounter trips or through study abroad options that can either be semester or year-long trips. I know the Go Encounter trips are one of our students' favorite opportunities that they do while they're here a student at Grace. We also have lots of different athletics we can offer our students as well. So Grace offers 18 different varsity level athletic sports from basketball all the way to bowling. So our students could receive athletic scholarships within those involvement areas. And even if you don't participate in one of our athletics on campus, Grace offers a lot of JV and club sports as well as athletic scholarships with those as well. So lots of different ways you can get involved there as well. So last thing I will mention for Grace is our affordability. So we know Christian education is important, but we also know it can be expensive. So we do have what's called our 3-year accelerated bachelor's degree, where you can get your bachelor's degree in 3 years instead of 4. This is done by our classes not being traditionally semester-long classes, but they are 8-week classes that we call sessions. So that way you can get more credits done throughout the year, and you're only taking 3 classes at a time, which is truly helpful for students if they're wanting to get a job on campus or get involved or have time to do their homework and study and get involved in those classes as well. So we also do offer locked-in tuition and great scholarships for students as well. But if you have any other questions after this, please feel free to reach out. Thanks for having us share.
Thank you so much, Kendra, for presenting on Grace College. All right, the next school we're going to hear from today is the University of Dayton.
Hi, everyone. I hope that you are all doing well. I'm so excited that you came to hang out with us today and to learn a little bit more about your next steps. I'm going to get my computer situated really quick, so bear with me as we get this ready to share. All right. Okay, and you should be able to see my screen now, hopefully. All right, so hopefully you can see everything now, I believe.
Looks, the display
good?
Yes, there you go. Now it's all
Okay.
set.
Awesome, great. Well, I'll go ahead and get started. My name is Shira Thomas. I'm an admission and financial aid counselor at the University of Dayton. I'm also an alum, so you can definitely pick my brain. I am the rep for the Michigan area, so I would love to be able to tell you more about the university, have you come down and visit and actually see it for yourself. But I'm kind of like that person that's going to help you navigate the next steps between college and career and really figure out what your passions and your vocation will be moving forward. So a little bit about the University of Dayton. We are known for a little bit of everything, as you can see right here. We are a top tier, Catholic Marinist University. And we have a few things. Sorry, my computer is doing something a little weird. So hold on, you guys. Let me move this out of the way. Just did something really weird. But anyways, we are a top tier Catholic research university. We are one of the largest private universities in the state of Ohio. And we have an amazing undergraduate program in human rights. We're in the top 50 for our entrepreneurship program and a lot of other things that you can see on this slide. But what I really want to point out is the fact that we have happy students here. There's a sense of community. It's a common word that you're going to hear all the time at the University of Dayton, but it just really means that people really care about you. We are here to help you grow academically, but also personally, and really figure out what your calling is. Okay, we are a Catholic and Marinist university, like I mentioned before, and what that means that we have students from all over the world with all different backgrounds, and everybody is welcome at the University of Dayton. It truly is a place that is going to support you in becoming the best versions of yourself. We are a mid-sized university, which means that we are going to give you the best of both worlds. You'll have access to big school resources, state-of-the-art facilities, studying abroad, space, all the big school things you think of. But we also have that small town feel, which really helps us to build that sense of community among our students, our faculty, and our staff members. We have about 11,000 students total at UD, but about 8,200 of them are considered undergraduate students. There's a 14-to-1 student to faculty ratio, and about a 91% retention rate, which is really important because that means that our students love us so much they keep coming back year after year. They really do feel like it is their home away from home. And then we also have smaller class sizes, which are pretty awesome because again, you get to know your peers, and these are the people that are going to be your friends that you're going to have for a lifetime. And it's really nice having smaller classes too because your professor actually knows you. Our classes are actually taught by the professor. We have over 80 academic programs that are broken into 4 different divisions, as you can see here. We also have a School of Nursing. So all of our programs are direct admit into the university. Students will oftentimes have a double major. They'll have a major and a minor, or perhaps a major and a double minor. It's really flexible with their interests. We even have a certificate program and a bachelor's plus master program where the students can get a master's degree at a more affordable cost. Still staying on track for graduation and all those great things. So definitely, this is a place that is going to help you to not just get a degree, but really figure out like, what is my calling? What is my purpose? What's the impact I'm going to make in the world, right? We have over 270 student organizations and clubs, so lots to do on campus. I feel like there's never a dull moment. Oftentimes students are probably involved in maybe 2 or 3 things, something related to their major and then just something for fun. We have about 85% of our students living on campus all 4 years. So you start out in a dorm, but by the time you're graduating, you're in our unique neighborhood. They kind of look like little houses. They're fully furnished and like everything you can need is in there. It's definitely one of those things where you graduate and you're like, can I still stay here? That's how like nice and awesome it is to not only just be learning, but living in community with your friends that you're going to have for a lifetime. Now, the return on your investment, when you look at college, it is an investment. At UD, we have a really high success rate. It's 97%, which means that 6 months after graduation, our students are hitting the ground running. They're either meeting or exceeding the goals that they had set for themselves, whether that is, working full-time or part-time, working for a service organization, or even starting a business. So whatever their anticipated outcome was, they're meeting it and exceeding it. About 97% of them are working full-time and 88% of them are in their chosen field, which again shows that they have found their calling, their purpose. It's more than just getting a degree. At the University of Dayton, we also have a lot of support services that are built in to really help you to become all that you are created to be, right? So we have our Multi-Ethnic Education and Engagement Center. We have the Office of Learning Resources if you need a little extra support. We have our Discover programs. If you're not sure what you want to major in, that is totally fine. We will help you map that out and really figure it out, sooner versus later, while still keeping you on track for graduation and helping you to not waste any money. So it's a really great starting point for students who want to explore their options first before committing on a major. We have lots of tutoring and support. Our campus ministry department is amazing. We have a health and wellness program. So just lots of different things that help to build you in every area. What's unique about the University of Dayton is that we have a transparent tuition plan. So at the university, you don't just get a 1-year financial aid package. You're going to get a 4-year financial aid package so you can really see what this investment is going to look like. We're going to lock you into your net tuition amount so that you know up front that tuition is the same each year for the 4 years. And then we show you what the anticipated cost will be for housing and food. We also offer a $4,000 textbook scholarship, which is super easy to get. All you have to do is file your FAFSA, which you should do for every university. File the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid. Please make sure you do that. And then also complete a campus visit. It's a great way to see if you like the school that you think you want to go to walk amongst your peers, to really figure out if those are your people and if they have the major that you want, if it just feels like home, if it's the right fit. So make sure that you visit and file your FAFSA. And then at UD, we also don't have any fees. So there's no miscellaneous or random fees. Our timeline events, things to just kind of think about as we're wrapping up. You can apply, it's free to the University of Dayton. There's 3 different applications that you can choose from, but the November 1 is the early action deadline. Try to apply by then, so then that way, when Thanksgiving comes, you're truly thankful. All your college stuff is done. Everybody done, get it all in there. And then by May 1, typically you're kind of making that decision on which school you're going to call home for the next 4 years. So take a screenshot or picture, of this page right here so that you get all the information you need. And the takeaways are start early and make sure you file your FAFSA and visit the campuses so you can really figure out which one is the best fit. Thank you guys so much for your time.
Shira.
I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day.
Thanks for sharing, not just about the University of Dayton, but those last 3 tips about getting it fast and getting those applications in. I know every admissions counselor on this call is probably behind the camera shaking their head going, yes, definitely, definitely agree. Get that in there. I'm wholeheartedly on that same page. All right, so we have reached the end of our formal presentations today. Unfortunately, Mercy College of Ohio let us know that they weren't able to join us. So if you were coming today to learn more about Mercy College of Ohio, please head to their website where you can find all sorts of information about the school and links to virtual visit options. And you can connect with their admissions staff to ask more questions, set up a time to chat, and learn more about all of their amazing options. I know that they sent their regrets that they weren't able to join us today. Since we do have a few more minutes left, and I do want to make sure that every one of our representatives gets all of their information in the chat and that all of our attendees have had a chance to go into the chat and grab those contacts to make sure that you're able to follow up. Because remember, these 6 minutes are just a sneak peek. There's so much more to learn about each of these schools. So with that being said, to give a couple minutes for everyone to get the info in there and out of there, and in case there's any last Q&A ideas, I'd love to invite everyone to come back on camera. We're going to do one live Q&A question together before we wrap up today. So I'd love to hear from each of you a little bit about that student experience. So to share a favorite event or campus tradition that is just really important to your community and kind of gives us a little sneak peek into that student experience and something that really brings your whole community together. So we're going to go in the exact same order that you presented. So Marnie, we'll start with you from IU Bloomington, and then we'll go 1 through 5. And as the person ahead of you finishes, please feel free to just turn on your microphone and answer away. I won't call on you. We'll just go, right in order. So thanks, Marnie, for starting.
Yes, and I'm trying to rack my brain because I want to tell you all of the traditions and all of the things. But I want to focus on our Culture Fest. And that is during our welcome week, right when you come as a first year student, your incoming freshman experience. There's all sorts of activities. And I'm sure a lot of you are wondering what it's going to look like for a lot of our colleges here at IU Bloomington. We hope it'll look more like fall of 19, less like fall of 20. We hope we'll have more in-person classes, open venue events, including Culture Fest. So that's where pretty much any organization, every culture center, all of the activities come to the heart of campus at our Showalter fountain. There are activities, there's ways to connect with our 6 culture centers, connect with your peers, and it's a phenomenal event. And if you want to learn more about culture centers, you can look at our first year experience program page, and I'll put that in the chat.
So I'll go next. It's an odd stat to keep, but we are actually #1 for celebrating Christmas. Christmas at the Hall is a truly magical time. We have this huge Christmas tree lighting. We have our a cappella groups. We have our blue Santa hats. So I love celebrating Christmas at the Hall, and it's one of my favorite traditions, and our students enjoy it a lot.
Okay, so I'm up next. For Binghamton University, I would say, and I didn't get to talk a lot about this today, but I would say it's what we call our U-Fest. So University Fest, it's short for University Fest. So basically we have a lot of clubs and organizations for a school of our size. We have almost 500, which is quite a bit to choose from. And U-Fest is a day, usually in the beginning of fall and spring semester, where all of the different clubs and orgs it's a boothing event. So they set up outside, it's super fun. There's different vendors, there's musicians, there was a carnival component last year. So there's a lot of fun things to do. We have a lot of fun clubs. Even though we're an academic school, we have a cheese club where they just like eat cheese and talk about it. We have a ninja club, I think I heard recently, where they just hijack other clubs' kind of meetings. So it's a lot of fun for a school that's, very high quality students, very selective. Our students are really fun, and it's a really fun campus. So that I would say that event really conveys that. So that's my favorite tradition.
All right, at Grace, I think my favorite tradition we have is called the Joust. It actually just happened last week for our students for this fall. So what it is, it's basically like an Olympic competition between all of our students. So everyone's divided up into 4 teams. We have athletic events people can participate in, non-athletic events, which include like Dutch Blitz, euchre, spoons, all the fun stuff. And we end the week with a cake baking competition, a lip sync battle, and a Fear Factor eating competition. So it's just a lot of fun for students to get one last hurrah in before the summer hits. But that's my favorite thing about Grace. Yeah.
All right, so I was trying to think of something different from everyone else on here, but we have some commonalities. We have an event called Up the Orgs, where that very first week you have lots of things to do. I mean, that's where I met some of my first friends and kind of got pulled into being a part of an organization, which then I became the vice president of. So that's a whole nother story. But that was a great experience to really meet friends. And then we have our Christmas on Campus event as well. That is just awesome because we work with the city of Dayton, and we kind of adopt students at local high schools and middle schools and elementary schools and just kind of do some really fun stuff on campus for them. Trying to think, I mean, just the campus life. I mean, everyone's just out hanging out, really getting to know each other. I mean, just to, you know what I would say? Okay, we have beautiful landscape, like the trees and everything. We have students that put hammocks up everywhere. I have yet to do it yet. I'm going to one day, but just the ability to just like relax, hang out, live and learn in community. Our unique neighborhood is really exciting because it really is like living in a house. You can barbecue and grill out and hang out with friends and just, you know, young adulting, just live the dream, live the life, right? Those are some fun things I would say that's unique to us, is that sense of community, and it extends even after you graduate. That's one of the best things.
Oh, I love hearing about all of these events. They're so fun and unique and just a little bit of an extra spirit about each campus. I don't know about anyone who's attending, but now I'm really curious. I want to go look up some of these events and see some of these programs and check them all out to see what we can do. We actually just found out that Grace College of Ohio has actually been able to arrive. So I want to give them a chance to present, if that's okay. With any of the representatives, if you need to go after this, it'll just be the wrap up and Grace. If you need to depart, that is perfectly fine, but I'd love to give Grace College an opportunity to present. So Andrea, if you'd like to come on screen, the rest of us will disappear and we're going to turn it over to you so that we can hear from Mercy College of Ohio. This is awesome. I'm so glad it ended up working out. So thank you so much. And Andrea, I'm turning it over to you right now. Go right ahead. We're so glad you're here.
Perfect. Thank you. So sorry, difficulties today with some technical issues, but we're glad to be here for sure. So let me share my screen and let's see here. Give me just a second.
I can give you a thumbs up when it looks good, just so you feel ready to go.
Perfect. Thank you. And here we go. All right. Perfect. So Mercy College of Ohio, for those of you that don't know, we are primarily healthcare. That's what we've been doing for over 100 years. So we started as a nursing school and we have reached into additional programs from there. So we were started in the middle of the Spanish flu pandemic in 1918. The Sisters of Mercy started this school with a couple of folks who were ready to be nurses. So we are a Catholic institution of higher education. We have been educating healthcare professionals, like I said, for over 100 years, and our focus is to provide healthcare and health science related programs. We're located in Toledo in the downtown area. We're a small private not-for-profit college, which our average class size is about 18 students. We have just over 1,500 total students with a 7-to-1 ratio of student to faculty. Our faculty get to know you by name and help you succeed. A couple of fun facts is that we have recently renovated our science labs within the last 5 years. It was a donor-driven project where we were able to go ahead and do this on the grace of our donors. And so we have state-of-the-art equipment in all of our science labs. We also have an anatomage table, and if you don't know what that is, it's like a life-size virtual cadaver in our labs that our students use for nursing, radiologic technology, and some other programs. The program skills labs, we offer intensive training and preparation with supervision. We have built-in clinical spots because of our relationship with Bon Secours Mercy Health. So we are part of that family of the Bon Secours Mercy Health system. And what's great about it is that it offers us the opportunity to take advantage of those clinical spots that are available. Graduates are in demand and have excellent reputations as qualified and caring healthcare providers. Sometimes we have folks calling our school and asking when is the next group of folks ready to graduate. They would like to go ahead and conduct interviews on our campus for job opportunities. Some certificate programs that we offer, because we do have certificate, associate degrees, bachelor's degrees, and master's degrees are listed there. We also have, like I said, we had nursing, but we have radiologic technology and also a health sciences associate degree. For our bachelor's degree, we have a BSN Direct Edge program, which is a guaranteed clinical seat for folks coming straight out of high school. There's certain qualifications that you have to meet as far as GPA, test scores, things like that. But Direct Edge is a great thing that our high school students take advantage of coming in direct from high school. Because you don't have to vie for a clinical seat, you'll have a guaranteed one when you're ready to step into the clinical portion of your program. We also offer biology with tracks that can lead to pre-pharmacy, pre-med, pre-physician assistant. And we have graduate programs such as the Master of Health Administration, Physician Assistant Studies, and Masters of Science in Nursing. We have some of the same student resources as some of the larger schools out there, just on a smaller scale. So we have access to free parking. We also have campus ministry. We have tutoring. With our tutoring, we have math and science and also specific nursing tutors. Also, unlike some of the larger schools that maybe when you go through your sciences, you might be taught in a larger forum and then going over to a lab where you're taught by a different person or different instructor, sometimes even a TA. All of our science instructors or professors are PhD qualified, and then they're also the same instructor in your lab as in the actual science classroom. We also have a robust student life. We have Week of Welcome, we have student government, student leader retreats. We also have student organizations such as a Men in Nursing and a National Student Organization for Nurses. We have a Leader Scholar program. Hoffman ambassadors go out into the community and are the face of Mercy College as far as students are concerned. So we have lots to do as far as student life. Financial aid, obviously available for most of our programs. And when I say most, some of our certificate programs are not eligible for financial aid because they're pay out of pocket programs. However, all of our other programs, associates, bachelor's, masters, are financial aid eligible. So of course you want to complete the FAFSA. And then we have scholarships available. We have one application that puts you in the running for all of our scholarships. Healthcare Worker Wednesday is a one-time a month event. It's an open house that we run virtually, and you're more than welcome to check it out on our website. You can sign up for the next event that's there, and you can actually speak with professors that are in our programs when you go out into your breakout rooms. The next one is actually May 19th. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Again, I'm Andrea Schuster. I'm in the admissions department, and you can always go ahead and give me a call directly if you have any questions.
Andrea, awesome. I mean, it's 2020. We all have had tech problems. We all have had those issues. We all understand, students, counselors, parents, and admissions reps. Quickly, as I'm getting ready to share my slide, can you share quickly one favorite campus tradition or event that is, significant and to your community?
Sure. So we actually have something that's called Halloween Howl. So Mercy College offers Halloween Howl to our campus community. And then we also have some outside community members that come in. So outside the college, meaning outside the college. Our Hoffman ambassadors, like just this past weekend, we did our annual run downtown, and we passed out water bottles. We will also do like free blood pressure checks because remember, we're all healthcare. So we'll go out in the community with NAMI, which is mental health association, and they will go ahead and have runs for recognition, things like that. And we'll go out there and perform free health checks, blood pressure checks, things like that. But Halloween Howl is our largest event that is motivated and put on specifically by Mercy College. Last year, we had 300 children on our campus, on our building, and they walked through. We create a pathway for them to walk through our building, stations where they're able to do fun things and go ahead and get candy. They dress up, obviously. Their parents sometimes dress up. So it's something that we offer the students.
That is awesome. I'm so glad we're able to squeeze that in there. And I'm so glad we're able to get Mercy College in today as well.
Me too.
All right, we have reached the end of our time together. I just want to thank everyone for coming today, taking time out of your schedule to learn about 6 great programs. And we hope it piqued your curiosity to learn more as you go through the college search process. All the reps, feel free to come back on camera, so I'm not saying goodbye alone. Thank you to all of you for sharing not just those facts and figures and those logistics, but also just the spirit, the excitement you have for your students' opportunities in and out of the classroom. And we hope that everyone today has just really enjoyed it. Now, when you close your window, there's going to be a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. Also, this is just one of many sessions for Michigan students. We hope you've enjoyed others, and we'll sign up for 2 more rounds following this one today. And in about a week's time, you'll find all the session recordings for all of these programs at the same website where you register, strivescan.com/Michigan. Thanks again, everyone, for taking the time, and best wishes in your college search and decision journey. Have a great day.